Caught wife of almost 10 years cheating. Not interested in breaking up my family. Need some outside perspective, please? Not looking to discuss this with family or friends IRL for obvious reasons, but I also realize my reaction has not been typical or what most would expect. At least compared to most other Reddit cheating stories, I've been seeing sketchy texts being deleted on wife's phone. Investigation proved ongoing affair with coworker. She tearfully confessed, apologized, cut of contact 100%, and has agreed to share anything and answered every question truthfully, best I can judge based on the evidence I have. I just want to move on. She fucked up, she is remorseful, and unlikely to repeat MO. Or possibly I'm incredibly naive. Regardless, I love our family, our house, our life. Don't want anything else. Angry arguments and divorce will only add me and the kids to the group being punished. We did nothing wrong. Am I crazy? I am hurt, but nowhere angry enough to blow this up, except I'm not really sure how to get past this new distrust. Literally never questioned a single thing she's ever said to me before now. Now my brain is on fire every time she texts or goes to work. How do I do this? Have been together for 15 years, married almost 10, two beautiful children 6, 7. I would grade the marriage typically very good, sometimes truly great, but not perfect by any means. However, rock solid in the critical areas required for a lasting, long-term, fulfilling relationship, MO. We've spent practically every day together for a decade plus and stood together through everything imaginable. Deaths of parents, fallouts with siblings, raising our own kids, mental health issues, career struggles, successes, moves across the U.S. Always supporting and standing by each other. Every day we do small things for each other, like bringing coffee in bed or packing them a lunch or just going solo with the kids so the other can rest for an hour. Or big things, expertly guiding and advising a distraught and confused group of in-laws when another relative's unexpected last days in the hospital took a terrible turn. Whatever it is, we are always there for each other and our family. By far the deepest and most caring relationship, partnership, and friendship I could fathom. Imagining life without SS and our kids is impossible. As I said, not perfect. Romance, intimacy, and our sex life has been inconsistent at best. Never my strongest skill set, I will admit, but after childbirth and fighting postpartum depression, SS was also much less interested than usual, so we were in a funk. Honestly, this wasn't a huge issue for me. I personally don't need or much romantic attention or regular sex to be fulfilled. I try to see things long-term and am constantly thinking and planning for how we'll spend our old age together. Knowing I have a real partner for life, striving for the same things brings me far more satisfaction and ranks as much more important in a relationship than any sexual element. So, I focus my energy on improving my career, being a father, and helping SS get better mentally and back to her normal self. Romance and sexuality has always ebbed and flowed. I expected the spicy romantic weeks or months would return, then ebb again. No big deal over a lifetime. Luckily, SS was able to regain her swagger and confidence and was eventually just a much happier version of herself. Part of that stemmed from her starting to work more again. Helped with money, but also gave her additional purpose and satisfaction outside the home. Helping her community, setting a great example for our kids, and just having some regular time with other adults was a fantastic thing. SS' job is all-day 13-hour shifts, so she's gone before kids wake up and returns after bedtime. This meant blocking out a couple prime hours of my typical 8 to 5 type workdays to get kids ready, fed, and to school a few days a week, and also handling pickups, dinner, bath, and bedtime. Happy to do it. I was thankful for the flexibility to adjust hours and work from home, although it annoyed some coworkers. But flexibility or not, my job requires me to get my work done and meet deadlines. This led to me working some late nights to catch up on the hours I missed, and an unfortunate increased dependence on Adderall. Generally, I am just wore the fuck out. But, as I mentioned, I believe supporting and sacrificing for the greater good of your partner and family is the marriage. SS has taken similar steps for my benefit, and I believe would again if I asked. That's what a good partnership is. That's what love is as far as I am concerned. Now, all that said, we were trending in different directions. SS is re-energized and looking for more dates, romance, sexual satisfaction. I am exhausted and getting depressed and burned out. I'm sure I could have made a better effort, but I'm just not matching what she needs. This leads to the one ongoing argument we can never really resolve. SS feels she needs and is entitled to a more tantalizing love life. I also want that to be clear, but work and parenting is kicking my ass right now. I know long-term our wavelengths will line back up at some point, and the spicy times will return with the natural ups and downs of life. Can't force it, Imo. Lo and behold, the stars align one week and we are connecting, at least sexually, and have a few great sessions that we both enjoyed very much. After SS seems weird and says she feels guilty. I am confused, but she explains a coworker has been hitting on her and giving her lots of attention recently, and she thinks that what charged her all up. Me, being a complete idiot, don't see anything wrong with this and blow it off as nothing, although Essie is expecting me to be mad and jealous. In my mind, coworker is priming her up and she comes home to me for the main event. What could go wrong? You can all see where this leads. Over the next few months, what I perceive as a regular lull really is my wife engaging in a full-blown affair, including live sex, sexting, and explicit pics, and most upsetting and surprising, the clear development of a deeper emotional connection and real feelings outside just hooking up. This part was devastating, but I feel much more sadness and numbness than anger. Suppose I feel like I am partly responsible, although intellectually I know she is at fault. And I also feel the typical next step of just blowing up the marriage and kicking her out serves to punish me and my kids also. We did nothing wrong. We want to keep our lives intact. I can get past the sex, but the deceit and other conversations I read are constantly burning in my head. Every text she answers or morning she goes to work floods it all back. How do I get past this? I scheduled couples therapy already,